what it is, what it was, what it is, what it does. It's your boy Lean Trucker, back with another.
Why you sleeping on us? Why you sleeping on us? No cap, we gon' have to make them believe us. Yeah, wake up, yeah, wake up.
Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna give my opinion. Well, I guess more give information on if you should become an owner operator or not. Now, I've done this video before, but you know, times change, opinions change. So maybe I'll say something now that may be different than before. And on top of that, you know, different people see different videos. So, yeah, I get started on it. Just for a quick background, I'm an owner operator, have my own authority. I've been driving since 2004. As far as being a truck driver. Since 2004, I got my own authority in 2016. And I primarily just kind of stay local. By choice, made the sacrifice a truck, but that's not the video. So let's go and get into the video. The reason why I can't give a flat out yes or no, yes or no, if you should become an owner operator. And of course, I'm not talking about today's time, because if we're just talking about like right now, today's video is June 13th of 2002. Of course, you should not become an owner operator right now with inflation at an all-time, well, I ain't gonna say an all-time high, but I think it's the highest since 1981. Diesel is the most I've ever seen it since I've been trucking. It's at, and that's just in Dallas, where Dallas is a lot cheaper. It's, I'm looking at one right now, $4.85, which is pretty cheap considering right now. On the West Coast, you got some that's like $6, $7 a gallon. So obviously, it's gonna be very difficult to, especially if you just get started to survive in a market like this. So right now, of course not. It's not a good time. And then pay rates are low too. So, but I'm talking about in general. Okay, let's just say the market is fine, fuel is fine, just in general. Well, see, that's gonna come down to your personality, what you're willing to sacrifice and not willing to sacrifice. So I'm going to give you a few examples of what I mean by that. Some people's personality is they just want to come to work, they want to shift, they want to know like a structured schedule that they have, they want to know how, you know, what their responsibilities are, what's expected of them, they clock in, knock that out, get out. You know, you got some other people who don't want to really like the structured stuff, don't want to be told what to do. You kind of run their own ship, so to speak, and do things their way. So obviously, if you, firstly, having your own truck probably is not for you, as opposed to having a second one, it's more likely for you. But there's other things that go into that besides just your personality, what you like to do with things like that. So, more examples, paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork that come with it. And check this out. I don't want to overdo it because there's ways to do break down the way for being out of business if you didn't manage your money correctly. And I'm talking about, for some people, this may sound like a lot or may sound like a little, but I've known somebody who went out of business on a $4,000 problem. Yes, $4,000 is a death issue, and DEF, definitely. It was a death issue, and I don't know exactly what was wrong with it, but they had to obviously get that rectified. Couldn't afford it, belly up. So, you know, those things, you gotta be able to manage your money. When things are good, you gotta be able to manage it, save back some money, stuff like that. You are automatically now a 1099 employee, which means that you have to pay your own taxes. It goes back into managing money. See, these are some things that people just don't want to deal with. There is nothing wrong with it. I'd rather, be with a company, a W-2, they pay me, they take out the taxes, and I gotta worry about it. That's how some people are. But if you're gonna be a 1099, have your own truck, work that way. Even if you leased on, you're still a 1099 employee, and you got to pay your own taxes. Which, like I said, go back to managing money. So it's a lot of things that go on in this scenario to really determine if you should or not. Like, I don't think a lot of people talk about this aspect of it from a who are you, what do you enjoy, don't like to enjoy perspective. I think it's usually like when people talk about owner operator, becoming an owner operator, it's basically how much money you can make, what kind of lifestyle they can give you, so on and so forth. More along those lines, when to me, what determines if you can make it and stay as an owner operator are these factors that I'm talking about. They the one determine if you can actually stay in business or not. The other one is just motivation to get you out of here. That's not going to sustain you. Things I'm talking about is going to sustain you. But yeah, I could go on and give more, but I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, if you have any questions and comments, comment down below. If you want to see a different kind of video, let me know about that, comment down below. But yeah, especially for those of you who are already on operator, give some tips, you know what I mean? Like, give some other scenarios, comment, let people know. It's a lot of people out here that got these kind of questions, and I don't got all the answers, but I'll pretend to. I just talk from my experience. And let me just say this before I officially wrap it up. There's a world of difference between being an owner operator and taking the next step up to having your own authority. Because now you got more financial